Welcome back, everyone. This is Everyone Loves Pirates, and I just can't stop playing our Let's Play, Let's Learn of Crusader Kings II. In last episode, oh man, what happened? All sorts of stuff happened. Our heir, we married him to the Princess of England, and we have now an alliance with England, and we can see that here, allies. Oh, interesting. We also have another alliance. We cannot call him to war. Oh, we can't call any of these people to our current war that we're in because we answered the King of England's war that he was having on France because he got the ruler of France excommunicated. Unfortunately, a couple other things that happened because we're a lusty curmudgeon here. Family. That's the tab I want. We went outside our marriage bonds and found ourselves a lover, a young 23-year-old. We're 49. And we didn't even try to hide it from our wife. We're like, hey, I'm going to go spend some time with this girl here, see if I can make a baby. And our wife's like, that's unacceptable. And we're like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you wouldn't like that. Oh, well, too late. Already did it. So she doesn't like us very much. And then we became infirm, which is not good. So I'm concerned now about succession. Now there's a very good chance, pretty much all the time, that we might die. Just kind of, I mean, it's not super good luck actually, because it only hurts our health by -1, and we do have plus 0.5 from our focus of misguided warrior. But we are 50. It's getting along there. Our vassals kind of like us. This mayor might end up being a problem, and this bishop as well. Everyone's going to dislike me if I change the succession laws, but I think I am. I'm going to let time go a little bit because I just want to see, okay, yeah, we're already over our max domain holding as well. And this popped up to let us know, too, because our stewardship went just in the toilet because of this infirmity. Luckily, our diplomacy was quite high, and it actually is still halfway decent. It's possible we might overcome infirmity, I believe, but it's very rare. In my playthroughs, I think I remember it happening once, and that's it. So I'm expecting this guy to die at some point and probably not get over this infirmity. So I want to change the succession laws. I would have kept Gavelkind maybe a little longer if it was helping our domain size, but it's not. We're going to go down to 2 no matter what anyways. We could really use a bump in legalism. So that's why I wasn't doing it earlier. So now the only thing that's really going to hurt... crap! We can't do it when we're at war. Darn it, darn it, darn it. It says we haven't reigned for 10 years? We had earlier. As the petty king? Do we have to reign for 10 years as a duke now? That might be a change from before. I don't know. We might be screwed here. We might see some succession loss. We will lose all these counties. We will only keep our duchy in the main holding, and we'll lose Leinster altogether. Well, that goes to show you. Sometimes you want to just do things when you get the chance to do them. So it's showing we will lose the county of Kildare, and we'll lose the county of Leinster. Oh, good. So he's not getting anything now because he's going to become bishop someday. But this guy will get... I need to pause because we're getting hurt. So in that first video, I talked about the problems about going over your domain size. So let me show you what that means. So right now we can see that we're over it. This tells you why what a domain is and why you don't want to go over it. That you'll take taxation penalties and your vassals will grow resentful. Well, we can look at our vassals. It takes them a little bit of time before they grow resentful. We'll see if it's happened so far. Okay, so it has. Domain size too big, -10. Our mayors don't like that. Our bishops don't like that. Nobody likes that. Taxation, we can look at our main holding and look from our domain. We're getting 26 gold. But we have an oversized domain, so we're getting -25% to that, or -25% to the total. So, basically we're breaking even for holding that extra thing. It's hurting us with opinion, but we'll make just as much if we get rid of it. Possibly even a little bit more. I'm not doing the math. You do the math. I don't do math. So... Oh, man, we can't change this. Anyways, I'm actually going to hold on to it for a little while. What we could do... how's this breaking up again? Don Chad is getting both. Domhnall. That's Don Chad. Oh, because we're becoming Domhnall. I was like, how is that happening? Oh, man. I've been playing for too long. I probably need to start. So he's going to get both of these. He's going to be our vassal here, which actually means we'll keep this. He'll be our vassal here, and he'll be our vassal over here. It's actually been a while since I've had title loss on succession, but I believe that's correct. I'm also a little tired now, so forgive me if I say something that's wrong. I'm okay with that. That'll stay. He'll be a vassal of ours. I'd rather own it directly. And he may on his own go to war with Ossory, fabricate a claim and go to war for Ossory, and then I don't know. It could be interesting. For now, I'm just going to let it be. What I could do is I could just give him Kildare now, have him be a vassal of mine now, and he'll be building up a little prestige. Or I could give this guy Kildare now, so he would keep Kildare, and maybe I give him Leinster. Problem is, I really don't want to play as him. I want to play as this guy. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. This is bad, and it probably won't work quickly enough. But here's an option. How do we get this guy killed? Well, we saw we could have him collect taxes. Unfortunately, he's a halfway decent stewardship, but you know he's under the 13% that I think is just average for your council members. 13%, 13. But as a character by himself, he has decent stewardship. And actually, it's not horrible. It's just really that intrigue. He's basically what we were with better stewardship. So it wouldn't be really bad for us to play as him. This guy's just a better marshal, but really his scores are pretty bad too. I'm actually a little bit torn about what to do. Well, let's try it. I won't really care too much if he dies. Or if he doesn't die. Let's try to kill him. So the ways to do that is that we could have him collect taxes somewhere and have him maybe get killed by peasants. Or we have a war that we're in right now. We could send him to go fight. And we could put him on the front lines. He doesn't have a very good martial score. And maybe he gets killed. Maybe. Who knows? As long as he dies before we do, our lands would go to his brother instead of his son. If he was landed, the land would go to his son, and then his daughter if his son wasn't around anymore. We could kill our grandchildren, but we can't kill our direct sons. Can't plot to kill them. We can assassinate them. We can spend money, so instead of doing a plot event, and I still need to show you guys one of those, but we just don't have any good ones. We can spend 250 gold for a 25% chance of killing him. We can use our spy master, bump it up a little bit more, but that's last ditch kind of thing that you want to do. So I'm gonna hold on to all my holdings for now, and I'm gonna raise my army and send it over there. At least part of my army. I'm tempted just to raise my vassal armies, but then I wouldn't be able to put him in charge of them, unfortunately, because of autonomous vassals. So do I actually try to do a big army and have him maybe just die in battle legitimately, or do we do a really crappy army and basically Bathsheba him? Was it Uriah the Hittite? Just kind of put him on the front lines and tell everyone to draw back and die. Let him die. Oh, what a horrible person this guy is. How does his mind even think that way, to kill his own son? Okay, let's do it. Enough talk. Let's get this. Let's get the clock ticking. So I'm just going to. How many troops do I have? I have 1,500. If I raise them all, it's going to cost me 4 per month. I'm going to lose money per month. I'm not going to do that. How many boats do I have? Boats are super expensive, but you don't have to keep them raised the whole time. It wouldn't all be able to fit on one set of votes. My vassals have 3 votes. I can't use those. They wouldn't fit on there at all. You can fit 100 people on one boat. FYI. Let's see. So I can select these guys one by one and then just disband them. This just tells us if we had retinues, they would not be disbanded. Same thing if we had mercenaries. I kind of hate how they do that every time, whether you have retinues or mercenaries in that group or not. Because then you just stop reading it. You just get used to just clicking OK every single time. And then if you actually are trying to disband retinues or mercenaries, but don't realize it, and you go and you just accidentally do it. How much would 700 troops cost us? Yeah, just under 2. So we're still getting, yeah, we'll get about 2 per month. I'm okay with that. So we'll select this, our Marshal of 1. We could kill ourselves pretty quickly. But we're going to choose our heir. I'll sort by rank. I would think he would have shown up. Where is he? Blood, 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 blood. Oh, did his wife become landed? He go over there? That's our wife. He's in Dublin. Oh, he can't lead troops because, sorry. Like, had somehow his wife gotten landed, he would have gone with her out of our court, but it would have warned us about that as well. This dude die? Dang it! And we hadn't changed. When we got the new bishop vassal, we didn't put our son there too. So that was the one that died, the new guy that didn't have a successor. Oh, everything's against us. So he can't lead troops because he's doing stuff. And just real quick to show you kind of what's going on with technology. We're getting plus 45% to all of our technology gain because in economy because he is studying technology. It's pretty cool. So it's decent. We have basically like a 10% chance in a lot of this stuff, give or take, that it's going to bump up. So like we might see improved keeps go up. I don't really care as much about the economy advances just because at this point we're not building a lot of stuff. This determines what you can build in your holdings. This is the one I want to see. Only 2% chance. But we want legalism to go up. Religious customs, popular customs, even noble customs are good because it determines how much just that your vassals like you. It just gives them a base plus to liking you based on which one it is. A military organization I really like because it gives us the chance to get retinues. We should check to see if we can do that. We probably, I mean, we got some more holdings now. We might have a chance. Let's check it out. Retinues. Close. So this is basically points you can spend on retinues. So our retinue cap is at 488. The smallest retinue, I believe, that's the biggest one. These are our special troops, our Gallo Glass retinue. And really good heavy infantry. We'll talk about the different types of troops in a bit. But the cheapest one, I believe, is 600. I believe it's this one that's mostly archers. So this one is 1200, 800, 900. Yeah, the cavalry is very expensive. Just in retinue stuff, but also in gold. So we're getting close to being able to have a standing army, which is nice. What was I doing? Okay, we need to basically tell him to stop doing what he's doing. We can click on the forbidden to lead armies. I'm just gonna remove him because eventually I want him to do his job again. Oh, sorry, that was forbidden to lead armies. Make sure that we don't accidentally have him lead an army and take him away from being able to be used here. I was just doing it the reverse in my head for some reason. There he is. Sweet. So he's craven. His moral defense is very weak. Hopefully he's not just going to hide in a hole and not get killed. But, you know, I do want him to be able to siege at least. least make us some money while he's over there. He'll get a little prestige too from these battles. So let's raise just these troops. So yeah, we're still making a gold a month. Not bad. I want to make sure that we don't end up leading these troops, probably. So I'm going to combine them with the merge button. I'm going to change this flank. I might want to get another person killed. This mayor doesn't like me. He's got a good entry score, but he's not our spy master. Could be. Did he want to become our spy master? Nope, he wants money. His liege. Well, that is our spy master. All those guys are doing stuff. We could just pick someone in our court. Oh, we could get our brother killed. How's his marshal? It's actually not bad. What might get him killed? Maybe our nephew. Nephew's pretty bad. He's not going to end up with a claim on our land anyways, I don't think. Just because our brother's claim is weak. And the weak claim, it can be inherited by him, but we don't have to worry about it too much. It only comes into play if we have a Regency. Well, actually, some of this stuff could come into play. Yeah, I mean, he's a bad character. I never really want to play as him with these numbers. Not that he's that much worse, but especially these characteristics, these traits. So, yeah. Great, we'll do that. Our nephew. Of course, our brother doesn't like us. Still, nephew. Our brother's going to die of depression. So we need to raise our boats. And we can do that just right here. This will raise both my boats and my vassals' boats. I can also do it from the military screen here. Just raise my 13 that I have. That's 8 and 5. I'll have to combine them. So we'll do that. We can click. If you click in the water, they'll go out to that bay, and anything that the land's connected to, we can walk out to the boats. It means they're kind of bringing them to shore, and we can walk onto the boats. It takes about 5 days, I think. Or we can put them in port, and we just immediately just jump on the boats, as long as it's friendly land to us, and we own the holding. It hasn't been sacked. And that way, we just want to click on the land. So that goes into the port. If we click out here, it'll go into the bay, and we could walk to it. Let's go to the port. Oh, balls. We're incapable. We're going to die very, very soon. And now I don't think we can do anything about giving out land or anything. We don't have a Regency yet. That'll probably pop up in a second, though. I think it's from me pausing. Darn. Well, we definitely can't change the laws, because we're going to end up with a Regency. Can we give out land and keep it from going to other people? I mean, we just may need to make our heir strong, because that's who we're going to play as. We can only give him the county of Dublin. Huh. Is that because we're incapable? He's gonna get it anyways. I guess we can't circumvent we can't circumvent the inheritance laws. Could have swore I've done that in the past. We can give him everything. Then the guy we'd play as would just be the Duke. Oh, we don't want to do that. I really wanted to keep Leinster. But, I mean, this guy will still be our vassal, so it shouldn't matter. I think. We'd have to possibly press... He'd have to get a claim, we'd have to help press it. I don't know, it's been a while since I've done it. I apologize that I couldn't give you exact information, but watch and we'll figure it out. Oh, well, let's just play. So our heirs become our regent, which basically means we play with his stats. I mean, sometimes a regency can actually be good. In this case, it's not. We're still playing with our stats. Interesting. Doesn't mean we can't still get him killed, though. See what happens. We'll probably die soon. Very soon. This all came from being infirm. If you're a save scummer, that's when you would have wanted to have done it. So we need to select both of our boats and combine them so that the troops can get on. Oops. Hit the wrong button. There's combine. We can select the troops and we can just basically the easy way here, embark army. They jump on the boats immediately. Yoink. And we'll send them over here somewhere. Got to select them first. Where do we want to go? Now we start with full morale because there are troops. However, once they go on a boat, they go down to 50 morale. 50%. And this was used to have a technique where you do something called boat bombing, where you basically just jump off the boats right on top of an army so they can't get away from the water. You take big penalties for doing that, but if they had low morale like this guy, you would still just clean them up no matter what. But now that you start with half morale, it's an incentive not to do that, or to jump into the county right next to them, immediately move over, and your morale will still be too low. So we're at 20 minutes. We got a lot of interesting things that are going to happen soon. We're going to try to get our heir killed before we die. I mean, we still try to kill ourselves as our heir. But, you know, I think we're still going to try to do that. But, hey, you know, our character is going to die soon. We're going to have a succession. We're going to have a couple battles and some more battle stuff we can talk about, troops and various other things. So, hopefully, you found this interesting. I know I talked probably a little bit too much this episode as well, but it's a shorter episode, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you again soon. Thanks a lot.